2022 has been a horror story for the crypto market and investors. Almost everything has gone wrong, with some coins even dipping 100% below their all-time highs. Bitcoin, aka digital gold, has been able to maintain its dignity in the market, but experts have started painting a really murky picture, predicting the price to fall at least 70% in the coming days. Stay tuned as we're about to tell you how Bitcoin could possibly fall to just $8,000. First up, a flash sale. We've probably said this countless times already, but what does it mean when the market is red? A flash sale. That's right, your favorite currencies are on a huge sale and you can fill up your wallets without having to break the bank. The only thing required from you is patience. You see, it takes time for the market to become green again, but honestly speaking, it's worth the wait. Seeing your assets green, what a sight. That's the thing though. You better have some diamond hands if you want to play that risky game of crypto. Anyway, since we're on the topic of flash sales, did you know that Bitcoin could possibly dip to a measly $8,000? That's right, $8,000, almost 70% below its all-time high. Guggenheim Chief Investment Officer Mr. Scott Minerd made the extremely controversial prediction of Bitcoin dipping by 70%. Apparently, Mr. Minerd thinks that since Bitcoin has constantly been breaking below the $30,000 resistance point, the next stop will most likely be $8,000. He also talks about how the Federal Reserve will be tightening its policy, or in simple words, interest rates will shoot up and there's going to be less money in circulation. So basically, people won't have enough money to invest as the price dips and it'll finally meet some resistance at $8,000. Frankly speaking, we're not sure what to make of Mr. Minerd's prediction. As crazy as it sounds, it sure would be nice to buy some Bitcoin at only $8,000. All right, wait, let's just take a few minutes to imagine how this is going to play out. The price falls to $8,000 and that's it? What about the rest of the market? Like, haven't we seen what Terra, UST, and Luna did to the market? They triggered selling that wiped off almost 500 billion of the market. And Bitcoin falling to $8,000 will be fairy tale for buyers? No, sir. If this actually ends up happening, it'll probably kill 95% of all projects. We're guessing there will only be about 5 projects left if the market falls that bad. And that's exactly why we think that Bitcoin will never fall 70%. But hey, even if it does, sounds like we got ourselves a flash sale. Now the crypto bubble. We're positive Mr. Minerd probably spent a lot of time working out this prediction, like he did some technical analysis and studied historical charts of the market and whatnot, but his prediction about the price dropping by 70% probably has to be the second most interesting thing he said that day. He said something super interesting, which really got us thinking, to be honest. Scott Minerd thinks that Bitcoin is not the most dominant currency in the crypto world, and that the most dominant currency is yet to be made. Can you imagine? Like, we've never seen something more dominant than Bitcoin. It literally controls the market. If Bitcoin falls, the market goes down. If it rises, the market goes up. Bitcoin is the king of the market. And for him to say it's not the most dominant coin on the market? Whoa. At first, we found it really hard to believe, mainly because Bitcoin has been at the very top since the inception of cryptocurrencies. But what he said next completely changed our minds. He talked about the whole dot-com bubble, how in the early 2000s, everyone thought Yahoo or maybe America Online would always be the greatest winner of the dot-com world. But little did we know about future technologies like Google or Amazon and how they dominate Yahoo and America Online. And when you think about it, there's literally no cap on technology. Apart from supporting quick, easy, and verifiable transactions, Bitcoin has no other use. So, calling it digital gold makes a lot of sense, but let's pause right there for a second. There are coins that already have so many uses apart from just being a medium of exchange. So who knows? Maybe we'll see something even superior to Bitcoin in the coming years. Keep your eyes peeled for the next big project. We might just become billionaires. Next, they don't pass. Honestly, we can't get enough of this guy. Everything he says seems crazy at first, but when he finally starts talking about it, he makes sense every single time. He had another theory why Bitcoin isn't the most dominant currency in the market. Or, for a matter of fact, fact why every currency in the market today is junk. Apart from Bitcoin and Ethereum, of course. But other than those two, Mr. Minerd thinks they are all junk. The dominant currency will have the same three functions as money. It'll be a medium of exchange, a store of value, and a unit of account. And for now, they don't pass. That's what Mr. Minerd had to say about it. Even though we think he makes a lot of sense, we're still having a hard time figuring out how a highly volatile asset can satisfy these conditions. Like, yeah, it could be a medium of exchange, but how's it going to be a store of value when its value can change at the very next second? But maybe that's exactly what he means when he says the most dominant cryptocurrency is yet to be seen. Anyway, if you've been in crypto for a while now, like us, you probably know better not to blindly believe what anyone has to say. Now in other related news. Predators. When the market is green, everyone's happy and it's business as usual. That's also when a lot of new companies enter the market as investment firms. You know, take from the poor, make money, keep most of it, and give some back. Those kinds of firms. Of course, not all of them are like that. But as soon as the market goes red, the same investment firms are left scrambling as they have nothing left to give back to their investors. Sounds quite predatory, right? Preying on small-time investors to make yourself some big bucks, but that's what we love about the market. What comes around goes around. The same firms are later acquired by even bigger predators after filing for bankruptcy when the market goes red. Speaking of which, Ripple and FTX are both on the hunt for some fresh mergers to expand their user base and drive growth. Expect to see a surge in the price of these assets in the coming months. You heard it first from us. That's the circle of life in the crypto market. There's always a bigger shark. Next, regulatory hurdles. What really sucks about regulations is how they're actually slowing down the process. Like, we understand why regulations are important, don't get us wrong. They keep everything safe and smooth. But what's the point of regulations when they're literally keeping big players from improving their processes? Think about it. CEO of Bank of America, Brian Moynihan, said that the bank literally has thousands of patents ready for the blockchain, but regulators won't let us do anything. He also talked about how the bank literally goes through $1 trillion of digital transactions in a day, and how the blockchain could significantly improve their efficiency. But nope, regulators have adopted a really aggressive stance towards adoption of the blockchain. Mr. Bryan said that he talked to them about blockchain, but what they said was pretty much along the lines of, don't ask us again. If you ask us, we think regulators are just scared. They're scared that they'll no longer be needed if the big companies and banks speed up blockchain adoption. And we don't want to get too philosophical, but money is what makes the world go round. No one likes it when they lose control of money. But hey, isn't that what the blockchain was built for? Decentralization? Just when you think you know everything there is to crypto scams in the market, someone new comes in and finds a slick way to make money off helpless investors. And we got to hand it to these scammers. They've really put thought behind this new scam. What happens is that you'll get an invitation to join a free signals group. They'll give an obvious signal to either short or long some coin and make money in return. But soon after, they'll pitch you a paid group that gives a signal every day with the opportunity to earn thousands of dollars on a single trade. The only catch is that they'll make sure they never go wrong. Essentially, they'll give two separate signals of the same coin. In one signal, they'll tell you to short a coin, and in the second, they'll tell you to long the same coin. Whichever one holds, they'll push that one forward and delete the other. So technically, the signal is never wrong. That's it from our side, folks. So, what do you think? Will Bitcoin really fall to $8,000? Will there be a better currency than Bitcoin in the future? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Remember, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more exciting videos in the future. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.